with your host, Sean Myrie. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now, this is an episode about two, well, he might not want to be called a content maker, but I'm going to say it. Two content makers. One was is still an artist, Glasses Malone, West Coast hip hop legend, if you want to call it. And you got big popular streamer ADIN Ross, right? So I'm mentioning these both names because it kind of, you could say, went viral the other day when Glasses Malone on his podcast, the No Ceilings podcast, was very angry, very colorful towards ADIN Ross with the disrespect towards a TDE artist, dochii, Grammy Award winner, um, hip hop artist. She does a lot of music, and he's been saying that her streams are basically fake, right? Saying a lot of nasty stuff about dochii, and Glasses Malone did not appreciate his words towards dochii. He got very angry. You could call it kind of a rant, right? Basically calling out ADIN Ross. Sound like like a threat. Like he basically saying he'll go to jail, prison. He'll do whatever. He does not care. He does not appreciate the disrespect to this black woman, dochii, coming from the likes of ADIN Ross, right? So now it's become viral, right? Glasses does not appreciate the disrespect from ADIN Ross. I think part of it because ADIN is friends with Drake, right? So, ADIN is friends with Whack 100, Takashi 69, and Academics. So there was a stream. There was a stream with, I think, what was it? ADIN was doing a stream, and he was disrespecting dochii a lot, right? Bless up from Argentina. He was disrespecting dochii a lot on live stream, doing a lot of disrespect, saying she has fake streams, it's bots. He's been talking for a while about this, but Glasses cooked him up on his platform. He cooked him up. Bless up. Just doing this live stream. Yeah, Glasses Malone, if you know who Glasses Malone is, and ADIN Ross. Basically, I don't know if it's really going back and forth, but it seems that ADIN Ross is kind of scared of Glasses. He asked Whack 100, who's from the West Coast, if he should be scared of it, be aware of Glasses. Whack was basically saying he's a guy, he knows him, so basically stop with all that. Stop with the drama, right? Stop with the drama. But part of this is because I'm going to be straight up, Glasses, because he's friends with Drake, right? He's friends with Drake, and you don't like Drake, and probably anybody who's really cool with Drake. I'm just guessing. But on the lunch, I guess the lunch hour or the No Ceilings podcast, Glasses was expressing his dislike for the words towards dochii, right? And this went viral, but people are saying he's doubling down. Glasses is doubling down on what he said on his live stream. He was angry, yo. He was going Rambo, nuclear on ADIN. I don't know if it was just to get that moment, that viral moment, right? To get the attention for his platform. Maybe it could be. He's saying he's not a content maker. He's saying he's not a content maker. Some people might not like that label, but you are making content. Like it or not, the Glasses. You're making content when you're doing live streaming. even if it's commentary. You're doing content, what they call content, like it or not. Even if you want to say, call it something else, right? Straight up. We could debate that if you want, but you're doing content. So, ADIN Ross is, he always gets attention. He got a track out, what he done with Takashi 69 and the other guy. I don't know the other guy's name really, but he done a track called Bacon. It's called Bacon, and he's dissing dochii in that, basically, right? The continuation. And they're saying that it's doing better numbers than dochii's um, stuff, recent stuff. They're saying that that track, right, with Aiden and Takashi is doing numbers, and it is doing numbers. No matter who it is, as long as you're in the spotlight like these guys, you're doing numbers. Bless up for joining the live, right? Please subscribe. Yeah, it's buzzing. But yeah, the topic is Aiden Ross versus or Glasses Malone versus Aiden Ross. Will this continue? Will Aiden Ross mention Glasses again? He's been warned basically by WAC 100. He's been warned by WAC 100. Takashi might not care. I'm wondering if he's gonna talk about Glasses. I want to see. I want to see if Takashi got that energy to talk about Glasses. I want to see. Let's see, because Takashi talks a lot of shit too, and he's good friends with Aiden Ross, right? So right now, it's still new, this beef. If it's a real beef, or will he apologize? Will Aiden Ross apologize to dochii? Because I think that's what Glasses wants. Glasses wants this gentleman, Aiden Ross, to apologize. He wants him to apologize for the words that he was saying against dochii, calling her basically nasty, right? He wanted to call her fat, but he can't call her fat because she ain't fat. He's digging and digging of all types of things to say about her. Now, and I think that guy Neon guy was on there, right? He was. I think he's part of this whole, you know, entourage, if you want to call it. People are accusing Aiden Ross of being racist. I think Glasses Malone has put that out, or saying racist stuff on his platform. They're saying Takashi 69, he's saying racist stuff. They're saying the Neon kid, the Indian kid, um, is saying racist stuff. But guess what? He got co-signers. He got some black co-signers. He got WAC 100, and he got academics co-signing them, right? And like it or not, they got a bigger platform. This is what I said about past other beefs in regards to guys like this, right? Takashi has a big platform. Aiden Ross, huge platform. Everyone I mentioned, they have a pretty big platform online. Now, respect to Glasses Malone, right? He got his own platform. He's on Twitter. He's on Instagram. He has a following. He got his podcast, but it's still not as big as these guys who I've just mentioned. And it's a group of them. It's not just one person. It's a group of them. So right now, will Aiden Ross apologize? I don't think so, really. And if he does, it's fake, right? Um, I'm waiting to see if academics is going to say anything. Probably not, because WAC will tell him don't say anything, because clearly WAC respects Glasses Malone. He respects Glasses Malone. It seems like he respects him a lot. Why hasn't Glasses Malone come on the No Jumper platform, being he's from California? Why hasn't he? Maybe he doesn't want to go on that platform. I don't blame him. but he hasn't been on that platform, right? This what happened recently. I call it a rant. If this was authentic, I'm not saying it ain't real, or was it just for the? He's saying it's not for anything else, but it's real, right? But it's going kind of viral, if you want to call it viral. A lot of content makers or people who are doing commentary on this platform, they're talking about it. People are talking about it. So this is something I bet Glasses likes. He likes this. I don't care what any. He likes this. This is get giving him and his platform more attention for people to take to watch, right, and tune in. They want to see and hear what he got to say about ADIN Ross, because ADIN Ross is a big character. Like it or not, ADIN Ross is a big character, right, in the media. So you will get the views no matter if you're somebody talking about someone like ADIN Ross, right? Right now he's in some hot water. Don't seem like he really cares or is really serious about this whole so-called charge against him and Stake with Drake. So he just came out with this song called Bacon. Bacon. Imagine, just really look on it. It's one of the top tracks on YouTube right now. It's one of the top tracks on YouTube by a streamer with Takashi, who turned a streamer too, with Takashi 69. And Takashi's supposed to be a rat and all of this other stuff people calling him. Takashi's supposed to be this guy who's a rat and is not supposed to be getting any attention, right? But he is getting attention. So when people are saying, oh, he's a rat, I don't like that guy, for real? Is that for real? I want to know if that's for real, because if you go on anything Takashi's on online, it's a lot of views, man. People are viewing it, and obviously people are listening to his music a lot. For it to be like one of the top tracks on YouTube, for it to be one of the top tracks on YouTube, Takashi 69's track with ADIN Ross and some other cat. I don't even remember the other cat. That means it's doing numbers, that Bacon. That Bacon track is doing numbers. And at the same time, this whole beef with Glasses, like I said, this is how it rebounds. This is giving ADIN Ross attention. It's working for both sides. It's helping Glasses with his podcast get more attention. And this is helping ADIN Ross get attention in the music sector, right? And it's on YouTube, getting numbers. A lot of people are watching it. A lot of people are listening. And this whole thing, right, what's going viral, it's not hurting ADIN Ross. It's helping him. It's helping him, man. Because let's be straight up with the music industry. Not a lot of people are checking for the music like before. People are actually checking for streamers, people who are content makers more. And then if you want to do music, it's more easy for you to do the music because you already got that attention. So um, people are checking out ADIN Ross music with Takashi, right? Respect to Glasses, he's an artist too. This helps him too, like it or not. People are gonna check out Glasses Malone's music. They're gonna check out his platform. They're gonna check out what he's what he's saying, right? For sure, they're gonna check that out. What he's saying. Bless up for joining the chat, right? Alex Bailey, Balea. But yeah, this is what's going on. These two gentlemen are fighting over, I don't know if it's really over, but they're fighting about dochii. Dochii, the rapper on TDE, right? ADIN disrespected her, right? Calling her all types of names, making fun of her streams, her music, saying that it's botted, right? And Glasses just came out swinging. I don't know if it was real. Like, I'm not saying it ain't real, but he was like threatening, fighting words. He's putting out fighting words to ADIN Ross. So now I'm hearing, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true or facts, if this is facts, but he's doubling down on what he's saying. Glasses doubling down. I gotta dig a little bit deeper to see if he's gonna double down. I'm wondering if that's true. If he's like kind of trying to say he's taking back, he didn't mean that shit. Well, I would not be surprised if I'm not saying it's not like I'm not saying he's a bitch, but I wouldn't be surprised that Glasses kind of didn't like, people ask him about it. I don't know if the authorities came to him about that because ADIN Ross will probably send the authorities and shit, right? I'm guessing that guy will send the authorities. So maybe Glasses saying that wasn't serious, it was all for his platform. I want to know. That's the mystery, right? Did he double down on what he was saying? Because, I was watching that stream on his platform and he was basically saying he'll go to prison. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He'll go to prison for dochii. Now, I got to just ask the brother now. Respect to him for being a stand up guy, Glasses. But I don't know if he knows this girl. I don't know the relationship, what he has with this woman. But unless it's like my wife or your baby mother or your real sister or somebody related or somebody you grew up with, I'm not going to fight for no woman I'm not associated with like that. Like, I'm not fighting, I'm not saying nothing, threatening nobody for no woman if you ain't with that woman. Straight up, right? Bless up from Antarctica. Damn. Yeah, man, much respect from the six. Why would you even mention anything in any type of argument? Like, I mean, like defend somebody. I'm just putting out defend somebody you have no real relationship with. Yes, she's a black woman. Yes, she's a black woman. Yeah, she could defend herself. But it's like if especially if you have a lady already and you are defending a woman like that, you're putting yourself in a type of situation unless you don't care for what if somebody sees that content or sees that live, like your woman, right? Your real woman, they're gonna wonder what you standing up for this woman so much. Oh, because she's a black woman. I'm guessing that's what would be coming out. But the way how Glasses was talking, right? Say he'll go to prison, like risk his own freedom for this chick. I don't know about that. Of defending themselves. Yes, you're right. All people are capable of defending themselves. That's what I'm saying. Like Glasses just took it up on himself to defend dochii online, and to me, I watched a good amount of it. He was it sounded like threats. Sound like threats, man. I don't know how else to call it. Like I don't know what else to say about it. It's not because if anybody says something like how he had that anger and passion of, yo, you're out of line, Aiden, and like, yo, I'll go to prison, I'll go to jail or whatever. What does that mean? That means you want to do some harm to the individual. That's the only reason they're gonna lock you up in prison or jail is because you done something against the law. He's basically that's a threat. Let's be straight up. If you're saying that you're willing to go to prison and jail, that means you're saying, "Yo, I'll frig you up for talking like that." Right? I don't know if he said anything about Glasses. Okay, now that's different now. If Aiden is coming at glasses, that's more personal, then I could kind of understand that more if he's coming at glasses. But for somebody who's not related to you, for somebody who you don't have no type of relationship with, really, I don't know if you really have a relationship. I know you're good with K Dot, but I don't think you have a relationship with that lady. It's kind of, I don't know, man. It's not. You gotta tap in with me and explain this shit because people are saying you're doubling down. People saying you are doubling down on what you are saying on your podcast. I know some people do rants and talk sometimes spicy to get more views and get more attention. So I want to know from Glasses if this is some real shit and he meant every word what he was saying on his platform. Did you mean everything that you are saying about ADIN Ross in regards to dochii? I want to know because yo, I'm just being real, man. Like I'm not like I'm just putting myself out there. I'm not defending no woman who I have no relationship with. For what? Because she's the same color as me and shit like that? Nah, fuck that shit. So I want to know: is this a rant? Is it for real? Or is that a rumor that you're doubling down like you didn't mean what you're saying because it's all it's already been broadcasted. It's been broadcasted already, right? So glasses, man, glasses. When you watch this, if you watch this, I want to know if it's real because Aiden Ross is a big character. He's a big character and he knows how to push people's buttons. He knows how to push people's buttons. And that's why he went and talked to WAC 100 to find out about you, right? If he should take you serious. He doesn't know who you are. Obviously, he does not know, but now he knows. But he doesn't know who you are. But now that he knows who you are and the rest of the gang, right? And it's been viral. Is Aiden Ross going to continue to disrespect? Maybe he will because now he's going to dig and see that you don't like Drake. Oh, well, you did to him. It's gonna be looking like you don't like Drake. You made a lot of content straight up about Drake. It's not in a real positive way. So you're gonna get Aiden Ross looking you up, and he might come back to disrespect you for disrespecting his friend Drake. He might come back, let me say it again. Aiden Ross might come back to disrespect you, Glasses Malone, for disrespecting his friend Drake, right? And he will probably bring up dochii's name again. He won't care about it. But this is the thing right now. People are wondering, I'm wondering, did you do this for the clicks? Did you do this rant to get more attention from people to get more attention to your platform? Did you do it for that? Or did you do it for the disrespect of the black woman? Which one? Because people are saying that you're doubling down. That's a rumor. I'm not saying that is fact. But people saying you're doubling down, I want to know if you're not doubling down, if you meant every word in that live stream you done on your podcast, right? The No Ceilings podcast with Trapper, your co-host, right? I want to know. I want to know if that this is real or fake, because nowadays with social media, you don't know if somebody's real or fake. So let me know, right? You got the number. Glasses, you got the number. You can message me if you want and let me know if it's real shit. because a lot of people are taking it as real that what you said is real. They're saying that you threaten the boy. They're saying that you threaten Aiden Ross. But like I'm saying, it's giving you attention. I don't know if you want that attention, and it's giving Aiden attention because Aiden just came out with a track called Bacon, and it's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good, man. Let me tell you, on YouTube, and they're saying it's doing better than dochii's, whatever her latest music, right? So who's winning right now? So you beefing with him is giving him attention. It's giving you attention too, but it's really helping him, right? It's really kind of helping him is promo. You doing that rant or whatever you want to call it gave Aiden Ross attention. And he already has attention already, but it just gives him more attention, right? It makes him look, if quote unquote in his world, cool. Everybody knows who he is. I know who he is. The young people know who he is. But for Glasses, respect, all due respect to Glasses, a lot of people don't know who you are anymore. They know you, of course, for the West Coast hip hop if you're into West Coast hip hop, but not everybody knows or is into West Coast hip hop, right? Not everybody's into that. And respect, Aiden has a big platform, like huge platform, like, and he goes on other platforms constantly. So you're fighting against a big machine, right? A big machine where Aiden has so much attention. Look who he's with. He's with academics, right? He's cool with academics, cool with Takashi, cool with Whack 100, right? And respect to you, you're cool with K Dot, but that's the only biggest person, and I haven't seen him on your show yet. That's the only biggest big person I know of who you know. You know others, but I mean like being seen with. Recent, like seen. People are visual nowadays. They want to see who you know to give you that, I guess, that clout respect. Even if you don't care about it. They see Aiden with people who are big, who are relevant, if you want to call it. They don't see you with anybody, brother. Sorry. Dochii now, defending Dochii, she should be giving you an interview. For sure. She must be seeing this. She should be giving you an interview. Um, K Dot should be giving you some type of interview down the line if you do interviews, right, on your platform. Those people you're defending a lot should be showing some type of a little love to your platform. And I'm not talking about behind the scenes. Everybody says I don't need that shit. Nah, you're in media. You're doing media, like it or not. Doche, you owe Glasses Malone a lot because he's defending you. He's willing to go to prison or jail just for somebody disrespecting you. Oh yeah, he's willing to go to jail and prison for somebody disrespecting you. Right? So Aiden Ross, right now, to me, he's winning. Sorry, like it doesn't matter to Glasses. I know it doesn't really matter, but I mean he's winning the media campaign, if you want to call it clout, if you want to call it content. He just came that this whole thing is mixed up with this music. What he just done, you could call it trash too. I don't like it, but it's getting attention. It's getting the streams, right? I don't like the shit, but it's getting attention and it's getting the streams. This Bacon track, what Aiden Ross done. So who's winning when it comes to the online game, right? People are respecting Glasses for calling out Aiden Ross, saying that he's racist. We knew this a long time ago. A lot of people knew about this. I've been talking about ADIN a long time ago. A lot of people have been talking about ADIN and Takashi 69 and Neon and all these other streamers. We've been talking about them, right? But what stands out now, right? You are a known figure in West Coast culture, and for the anger you displayed or you put out there, right, for people to see, that is classified as a rant, and rants get attention. So by cussing that ADIN Ross or threatening ADIN Ross, right? Well, it seems like a threat. Like, come on, man. I could go watch that back again, and he's doubling down. He's saying that he'll go to prison for him. What does that mean? Like, you have to be say. What does that mean? You'll go to prison or jail for dochii because of the disrespect from ADIN Ross. It means he'll put hands on ADIN. That's what he's saying. Was it an act or was it fake? That's what I don't know. You never know nowadays, man. People do stuff for attention. I know that Glasses is saying no. He doesn't do content, right? He doesn't do content. So whatever he's saying, does that mean don't take it serious? Is this Hollywood? Is this like an act? Let me know. You should put a disclaimer up because right now, Mr. ADIN Ross, knowing how some of these guys are, man, they'll call the authorities on you if they feel really scared and threatened. They'll call the authorities, man, aka the police, right? He talked to Wack to ask about you, and Wack warned him, basically saying, "Yo, that's a guy, that's my guy, or whatever. Don't bother, or whatever, blah blah blah." So if Wack is saying that, that means something, I guess, right? So will this continue? I don't know. But I'm just being real, yo. If you're going online and you're showing your emotions, you're getting angry, never show you. I don't show my emotions like that, man. If you're going online and you're showing your emotions like that and saying certain words, right? And saying certain things, people are going to take you seriously. And someone like Aiden, who's young and he might not know better, he's taking you seriously, right? He's taking you seriously and thinking, yo, he might get hands put on him if you see him in LA. He's scared. He should be, right? He's probably scared. That's why he asked WAC 100, who's this guy? But now he knows. So you're gonna see if he how he reacts later because he knows he'll be making content on his boy Drake. So this shall continue, people. Let's see how it plays out. Glasses Malone, much respect to you, but just being honest, right? And yeah, you could tap in if you want to, refute or whatever I said. But bless up to everybody. Please subscribe.